What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Fighting's Fun. I'm your host, Mike Lauro. Turnabout is fair play, isn't it? Ooh, the Phillies break out the brooms on the Mets, sending them now. I believe it's now 11 games, maybe 10, 10 or 11. I was just looking; it says 10 on the scoreboard. So I'm going to go with 10 for right now. If it's 11, even more better. Phils take care of business tonight. Shaky start for Jesus Loaiza. Jesus Luzardo. I don't know why I say Loaiza all the time, but Jesus Luzardo. Scary first inning, 4 singles, and a double. Mets jump out to a 4-0 lead, and that would be all. And the Phillies actually get after David Peterson for the first time this year. This is great. This is great. I mean, they literally just took. Oh man, my hat's all crooked. There we go. Got to get the new. I had to throw on the old burgundy hat tonight for the ceremonial game there. Big Al, this is the one that I got coming for you there, buddy. But yeah, make sure you definitely do that. Let me check in right now. There we go. Mickey Delaney checking in, saying hi, Mike. Star Wars checking in with the brooms. That's right. Break them out. Break them out. Break them out. Oh, where's it at? There it is. Steve Fuentes has reposted this. I love it. Steve just getting off of the attacking third. So this is awesome. Here we go. Here we go. There is Ryan Swope checking this. Is Laura. What an amazing turnaround by Luzardo. That's a true competitor. Very resilient. Very resilient indeed. After that first inning was not looking good for Jesus Luzardo. It was not. I'll tell you what. This Phillies team got a little something different in them this year. And Joe, just a little programming note too. Matty B and Al will be doing, where's it at? That's right. Birds Blast will be following me directly right after this. It will not be on Thursday at 7. Kyle, I guess, could not make it on tonight. So Matty and Al will be on doing the Birds Blast following me right after this, or roughly around 10:30-ish or so. But there will be no final word tonight because it'll be Birds Blast with Al and Maddie. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I had to give you that programming note. But yeah, Ryan, yes, I love it. I love the fact that he battled back and he was able to do it. Mickey Delaney says 6 Phillies, 4 Mets. Yes. 11 games up. I thought that was the case. In other words, they didn't update the standings yet, but they still had it at 10. They pretty much just told the Mets to go by. Now magic number's 5. It was 7 yesterday. Phillies win, Mets lose. That's 2 games. Now we're at 5. 5 games for the Phillies. So it's getting so close to clinching. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's the Mets. And, I saw a lot of their content creators on TikTok, okay? And I like some of their content creators. Some of their content creators are really, really good, okay? But some of these arrogant ones where their comeback to Phillies fans is, oh, well, you guys were this and we took you out last year. Dude, that was last year. And I had to tell this guy, I'm like, dude, that was last year. I'm like, you guys haven't won a World Series since 1986, dude. Like, you got to pipe down. The Phillies have been to 2 World Series or 3 World Series since you last, or 4 World Series, actually, since you've last won one. Like, they got to shut up. Like, I don't want to hear a Mets fan. I don't want to care. Yes, you got the better of us in October. Did you guys win a World Series? Did you get to a World Series? No. Last time they got to a World Series, I believe, was 2015 against the Cubs. Or, I'm sorry, not the Cubbies, the Royals. And y'all lost to the Royals. You guys lost to that Royals team. So I don't even want to hear that. And the Mets have been, and I will say this, as much crap as I give the Mets, team, I do respect them. I do respect them. I think they have a good team. I just don't know what happened. They are like 13-46 or something since the middle of June. Like, you want to talk about a team that's really taken a nosedive? I don't know about you guys, but after you're done watching Matty B and Al later on when you're done watching it on Birds, the Birds Blast. After you're done watching those two guys later on, after on Birds Blast, go on your TikTok and look at some of these comments from some of these Mets, uh, you know, uh, guys who Mets content creators. Just go look at them. It's going to be hysterical. Now I know my boy Pudgy Mike's probably going figures, but I love the fact that the Phillies said, "Okay, you swept us 2 weeks ago up there at Citi Field. That was a 3-game sweep. We're going to sweep you 4 games and put this division away." The Phillies gave them no hope this week in this series, and now the Mets have lost 6 straight games. 6 straight games. I love it. Keep it up, Phils. We got the Royals coming in before we have to take that really good, important road trip out to LA. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be a good one. Both this weekend and going out to they have LA and Arizona next week. That's going to be really, really good because historically the Phillies have never played well in Arizona. I don't know what it is with that field. They just never played well there. So let's get to the scoring, guys, okay? Top of the first, the Mets would get the scoring going. Mark Vientos would hit an RBI single. It would put the Mets up 1-0. And then not too long right after him, Brandon Nimmo, Philly killer. Brandon Nimmo kills the Phillies. He really does. He would hit an RBI single, giving the Mets a 2-0 lead. And then Sterling Marte, that's right. Yeah, the guy who killed the Phillies last October, Sterling Marte would hit a 2-run double, putting the Mets up 4-0. He gave David Peterson a 4-0 lead going into this game. Well, that would all change when we got to the bottom of the fourth, because my player of the game, Otto Kemp, would get the Phillies on the board with a 2-run home run. Him and Nick Castellanos would come in to score. It would cut the lead to 4-2. Bottom of the fifth, Bryce Harper would hit an RBI double, cutting that lead to 4-3. And then this is where the Phillies would take the game over in the bottom of the sixth. Otto Kemp again with an RBI double, tying the game at 4. Harrison Bader, a couple batters later, would hit an RBI single, putting the Phillies up 5-4. And then Bryce Harper again would hit another RBI single, giving the Phillies a 6-4 lead. And that's how it would end, folks. Your winning pitcher, Jesus Luzardo. Garrett gets the loss. Duran, the save. And for the New York Mets, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Phillies, 6 runs on 11 hits. And in this series, the Phillies scored 27 runs. They outscored the Mets 27-10 in this series. 27-10. That's how you answer back to a team that's had your number. And I'm sorry, yes, did Jesus Luzardo have a bad first inning? Yeah, but his other 7 after that, oh, Lord. Final numbers for the starters. Peterson, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 8 Ks. Not a bad outing. I know Mets fans have been saying that they need him to go longer. Jesus Luzardo, 8 innings pitched. That's right, he went 8 tonight. Saved that bullpen. He saved that bullpen. Phillies have an off day tomorrow before they welcome in the Royals. So, but yeah, 8 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, no walks, 10 strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo. 10 strikeouts. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. Listen, guys, I am going to get to you guys. I really am. Let me get through this. We're going to do the Broad Street bottom line right now. Broad Street bottom line is this. Jesus Luzardo after the first inning and Otto Kemp. This was their game today. And also Bryce Harper, too. Let's give Bryce a little love, too. I know he's been kind of up and down, but yes, most definitely them two guys. Broad Street bottom line is this. Jesus Luzardo, 8 innings pitched, gave up 4 earned runs in the first inning. After that, he was lights out, striking out 10, no walks. I mean, that's something you got to look at. And if you're looking, again, I think he was Otto Kemp was 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs tonight, and including a home run. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to see what's going on the social media boards after that. Let's get to the out of town scoreboard, and we're gonna round the bases. Well, kind of a light day in baseball today. So we're going to start with our finals from Baltimore earlier today. A rematch of the '69 World Series. That's right. The Orioles beat the Pirates 3-2 today. In the south side of Chicago, it was the White Sox 5, Rays 1. The Blue Jays shut out the Astros today 6-0. It was the Marlins shutting out the Nationals in South Florida 5-0. Bottom of the seventh right now, it is the Yankees 9, Detroit 2. Phillies winning 6-4 here at Citizens Bank Park today. Top of the ninth in Cleveland right now, it is the Guardians 3, the Royals 2. And on the West Coast, they just got underway. You have the Angels at Seattle, no score going to the bottom of the first. Top of the first in San Diego, it is the Rockies and Padres with no score. So, guys, that is your look around Major League Baseball tonight. Phillies now up to 11 games over those New York Mets. Call this division a wrap. It is over as the Mets get ready to leave Philadelphia, and just feel really bad for those guys at all. All right, guys. Earlier tonight, it was the wraparound. I'm sorry. It was the attacking third on live. So the attacking third every Thursday night. Make sure you guys tune into that. Steve and Pat will have you covering all MLS action. And, of course, our beloved Philadelphia Union. Tomorrow night, that's right, tomorrow night, 10:30, I will be in for Pat as I will be going around Friday night. Friday night. I keep thinking tomorrow is tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. Tomorrow night, I will be going, filling in for Pat on the wraparound at 10:30. So make sure you guys tune in to that. Sunday morning, there you have it. Me and Pat and Al back together. It will be us three as we get ready for the Eagles, Kansas City. Speaking of, it's going to be a Philly, Kansas City weekend with the Royals coming to town this weekend. So, what better way than to make them go 0-4 this weekend? I would love to see that happen. But make sure you tune in. Your Sundays will never be the same. And, guys, me and Pat also, we kind of took a couple weeks off, but we will be doing our TikToks again, showing you our meals of the day. Coming up also Sunday, Steel City Sunday. That's right. Pittsburgh Steelers pre- and post-game show. Make sure you guys tune in to Will and the rest of the guys over there on the Steel City. They will have you covered. Big game for the Steelers this weekend as they host those Seattle Seahawks coming in. Speaking of football, the birds fly by. Make sure you tune in after the final whistle with Steve Fuentes as he will be on the post-game show, and he will have everything covered for you guys there. And also going into, don't forget, Happy Valley Huddle. This Saturday, right after the final whistle, I will be on air as Penn State takes on Villanova. And, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Matty B, he will be back Sunday night. That's right. He will be back Sunday to make sure your weekend is, if you're going to end your weekend, you got to end it with Matty. One of my favorite segments of his show is This Date in Philadelphia Sports History. Make sure you tune in for that. So there is our lineup. And just in case if you did miss our lineup, there's everything in a nutshell right there. Tonight, fortunately, it was very, very busy show on here. I actually jumped on and took this over for Matty, so this way Matty wasn't doing 3 shows. And as he pretty much let me know earlier, they kind of moved the Birds Blast from 7 o'clock. It'll now be around 10:30-ish as soon as I am done here. So make sure you guys tune in to him. And it'll be him and Big Al tonight doing it. So there you have it, guys. There is our lineup. And, of course, this is our lineup this weekend. That's right. Friday, Al. Saturday, Pat. And Sunday, no better person than Matty B. and he'll be taking you down on the farm. I'm still waiting for him to wear his overalls and his straw hat, guys. You really got to get on him about that. You got to tell Matty B, if he's going to be down on the farm, he's got to be dressed like it. That's all I'm saying. So that is our weekend coverage for you guys there. Now it's all about you guys. It's all about you. So let's get down here and let's take a look. I got to get back up here to where is I believe I was right here at Steve. That's right, Nooms. It says, this is the best single game turnaround I've seen in 53 years, bar none. Yeah, Steve, it was a great game. It was a great game, and you know what? We got to stick the proverbial nail in their coffin. Now all we need them to do is choke away the wild card. And the biggest revenge that the Phillies fans can say to the Mets is, yeah, you made it beat us last year, but we put the nail in your coffin this year, and you had to sit at home and watch us in the postseason. Steve said, gave up runs early, so you have more time to catch up. Great series. Bader has brought some life to the team. Harrison Bader, I said this when they traded for him. I said this would be an underrated trade for Dave Dombrowski, and they have a mutual option for next year. I'm thinking the dude is digging the city. If I'm the Phillies, I'm trying to throw him an extra year under there. Keep him for the next 2 years. You can play him anywhere in the outfield, and he's showing you not only can he hit in the bottom of the lineup, he can hit at the top of the lineup as well. He's filling in nicely for Trey Turner at the top of that lineup. He went 9 for 15 in this Mets series. 9 for 15 did Harrison Bader go. So, again, he didn't go 9 for 15 in the leadoff spot, but he went 9 for 15 in the series. So, again, very good series by him. And, he's brought some life to this Phillies team. And it's making Dave Dombrowski's additions look very, very well right now. He said, Noom said, after the same old, this team finally decided to change up after a 3.75 seasons. Yeah. Joe Hale says, great win. Buehler is pitching tomorrow. I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out with Walker Buehler. You know, he was pitched for the Dodgers last year, was really good in the postseason. Why did Boston let him go? Boston is in the midst of a postseason run by themselves. So I'm a little eerie about that, especially when a guy of his caliber gets released. I don't know what's going off, but hey, it is what it is right now. It says we can clinch this weekend. I believe they can, but the Mets got to lose. They're up on the Mets 5 games to clinch, so that's going to be awesome. Ryan says that hat rocks, man. Those are the color uniforms I want back with the pinstripes and color too. I don't like tonight's uniforms. Never liked the blue, although the blue to me was always cool, but they never wore them at home when I was a kid. When I was a kid, the powder blues were the road jerseys. And this hat right here, yeah, I hooked our boy Al up. Al's got one of these coming to him. So, yeah, this is definitely one. When he's kind of said that I got this from a friend of mine, and our old friend Ryan Reese, who used to come on when we were part of EOP. Ryan Reese said, dude, he said, your hat game's killer. And a lot of people have always given me credit for my hat game. But, yeah, I had to get this one. This was my childhood right here as well, Ryan. So, most definitely. Joe says 1.5 behind the Brewers. I believe, Joe, there are 3 behind the Brewers. Brewers got 89 wins. So, and the Phillies are at 87. Oh, yeah, they're at 87. So, yeah, they're like two games behind. LA needs to win these game 2 to keep the Padres at bay. I don't know, man, because the Padres got to come east. You know, they got 3 in Citi Field coming up, and I think they go to Washington after that too. So, it's going to be an interesting thing with the Padres and the Dodgers because I believe they play a series right before the end of the season. And I think the Dodgers end up with the Giants to end the season. So I'd like to see what happens there. Leonard, all the reds and pinstripe reds, the maroon, not dark. Oh, yeah, nobody wants those ugly burgundy ones, the ones with the zipper. I think they wore them for 1 season in the 70s. I would never wear that. I've seen those jerseys around. It says Kemp, wake the team up. Yeah, Kemp had a good game, man. He really did. Not relying on home runs. It's so much fun. You know what, Ryan? You're right. They're winning by small ball, man. Small ball. The division is done. Ho Bader has his Wow, I'm not repeating that, Nooms. Ryan checking and saying Star Wars. If the Phillies were down 10-0, I think they would come back. I don't know about 10-0, but they were down 4-0. And you know what? They've had the Mets number this series. And if I'm a Mets fan, I'm looking at their money, guys. Lindor didn't do nothing this series until tonight. You know, it's always Vientos, I think, probably had their best series for those guys was Vientos. McNeil always seems to kill the Phillies. Brandon Nimmo, as I said earlier. So I don't know. What did Ryan say here? He says, I don't like saying that, but I believe it's Star Wars. Oh. Division could be clinched by Sunday. You're right. It could be. Ho Bader looks like a hair metal version of Dutch Dalton. Oh, here we go. I thought Lenny Dykstra had the best line. He said Harrison Bader can just flat out play center field. And no, he's not my son. So I think that was the best tweet I've seen so far this week. It's not Houston, it's the cheaters, Mike. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. It's going to be pretty good to see what happens with Houston getting in this playoffs. Just so people know, Gage Wood got his ass rearranged in the single-A playoff tonight. That was pathetic. What are you guys expecting from Gage Wood? Are you expecting this guy to be on the Phillies, like to be a part of the Phillies rotation next year? The kid's going to have to work his way up. Okay, so he had a bad outing. God, you guys are killing this guy. Rangers and Padres got to finish. The Mets and the division is ours. Well, it's not just that's another thing too with the Rangers. I think DeGrom is actually going in Citi Field. I think I heard something about. I heard it on one of the Mets broadcasts during one of the games this week. It was kind of like a snippet, and they were talking in the background, and it said something about DeGrom's coming back with the Rangers, and I think he's got one of the games this week if he's not hurt. I haven't heard much about DeGrom except around the trade deadline about him coming back to the Mets, but that was about it. If he gets the pitch up there in Citi Field and he shuts them down, that would be so poetic. Mets got to be wondering what Bader Russ last year. That's because they didn't play Bader last year. If you remember, they used Bader, Nooms, they used him for a friggin' he was a bench piece. Phillies are actually playing him. He said, dude, the college was usually double A level baseball. That's a pretty big disappointment for him, not to too much. But again, you also got to look at how much baseball his arms played this year. Think about that for a second, Nooms. He had his whole college season. Then he gets into the tournament, which is the World Series. Now he's pitching for the Phillies, and it's September. It's a lot of baseball on the kid's arm, man. Just give him a chance. That's all I'm going to say. Like, one of the best. Go back and look at the history with Greg Maddux and see how he was early on in his career. I mean, early on. Was not real thought of when he was down in, single A, or when he was down in double A. So he said he was resting for a while. Again, I don't know, man. I'm not making excuses up for him. He just had a bad night. If he had a bad night, he had a bad night. Pitchers, it happens to pitchers. All I'm going to say is you guys are kind of judging this dude. Let him work his way up or try to work his way up. If 3 years from now, if he's not on the Phillies roster within 3 years, then you can kind of look back at it and go, well, yeah, that was kind of a bad pick. But you got to let him go, man. You got to let him check it. You got to let him try to make his way up. You can't kill him. I mean, not everybody's Orion Kirkering. Kirkering made his way up, but he's a relief pitcher. Gage is a starting pitcher. Walker Buehler will be wearing number 31. Awesome. All right. Are you guys really like what I want to know is going forward, do you think the Phillies clinch the division this weekend? Do you think they clinch it on Sunday? And I think that would be kind of apropos, just as the Eagles are getting ready to kick off against the Chiefs in Kansas City, the Phillies win the division, and all of Kansas City gets to watch it because people will be watching the Royals too. I think that would be great. So they watch the Phillies celebrate, and then they turn around and watch the Eagles beat the Chiefs. Man, that's a win-win. And if you're out in Kansas City, you get to watch the Phillies clinch the division, the Eagles beat the Chiefs, and you get to eat good barbecue. Man, that's a win-win-win right there, man. That is a win-win-win right there. So, I don't know. All right, guys, listen. This has been a really, really good Phil's win. 6-4. They break the brooms out on those New York Mets, and I love it. Stay tuned. Matty B, Big Al. That's right. Matty B and Big Al, they will be coming live to you on the Birds Blast. That's right. It's supposed to be with Kyle Quinn. Kyle couldn't make it tonight. So, again, just giving you guys the heads up. And, again, coming up this weekend, you got Al. It's Friday Nights with Al. I mean, I think we should just rename that. Like, it's Friday Nights with Al. Pat should be back Saturday. Don't know if he will be, but he's got the coverage. And Matty B will have it on Sunday. He said, I'm not playing my fantastic Phillies record this weekend. Oh, my God, Steve. You remember that, Noobs? Holy cow, man. Fantastic Phillies. Oh, Jesus. I bet somewhere in Nooms' basement, he's got like a Phil and Phyllis Phillies collectible somewhere. I bet you do. And only guys, I'm 49 years old, so anybody who's my age or a little older, remember Philadelphia Phil and Phyllis. They were two people that dressed up in colonial gear, walked around. They were like the unofficial mascots of the Phillies, basically from like, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I know it was in the 70s before the Fanatic came. So there you go. So, all right, guys, Phillies win 6-4 to sweep the New York Mets. I'm going to keep saying it. They sweep the Mets, and they've done it again. Matty B, Big Al coming up next. Birds Blast. Guys, stay tuned. We got some good baseball here, guys. Some good baseball about to be played. Do the Phils pop the champagne? Do they soak Topper by Sunday? A lot of questions will be answered. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. I got one more comment. I have a pic with Phil and Phyllis when I was 3. Oh, that's great. That's great. I got the little, I guess, picture of them. I was probably an infant, dude. I was probably 2 years old when I got that picture. But, yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. I think the Phils pop the champagne this weekend. So, with that being said, again, Matty B, Big Al, Birds Blast, they're going to be talking everything, get ready to come up against Kansas City this weekend. How are you guys feeling about that? I kind of like it. So, Thursday Night Football at the moment, I believe the Packers are still smoking the Commanders. It was 14-3. So they were getting ready to go in halftime. So, but you guys have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow for the wraparound. Well, I'm going to go over this game. I'm also going to getting you guys ready for Sunday afternoon against those Kansas City Chiefs. And we'll recap the Phils night. Well, briefly, because I don't want to take away Al's shine. But I will see you guys then. I'm Mike Lauro. You guys have a great night. I'm out.